Hey there, welcome back to our Numidia campaign. So in the previous episode, we ended up having to deal with some provincial revolts in this area, in the western part of our empire over here, because our stability is kind of in the toilet right now. It's a bit of a thing, but we are slowly dealing with it. We are going to have to deal with a couple more provincial revolts. I think probably Cathargo is going to go off this episode, but if we can get some good events, we can definitely buff this up, hopefully. One thing I noticed just before recording this, at some point, Egypt must have declared war on Garamantia over here, and that is very problematic, as now if Egypt takes all of this, then we will be bordering the Ptolemaic kingdom. So that's definitely a problem. I'm not sure why Garamantia has not called us in. I do believe this is... Yeah, take Barca. Which province is that? That is this one right here. So... who owns it? Oh, did Garamantia declare war on them? Because Garamantia doesn't even own it. I wonder if Garamantia declared war on them. That seems like suicide if you ask me. I don't know why they would do that, but maybe that's why they haven't called me in. In the meantime, we're going to have you guys come over here and just await this little rebellion that's going to happen inevitably, probably in about 19 months. If we look to our missions, we are just about almost done here with the growth of Siga. So can we finish this off now? I think we actually can. So we should actually do this right now, since on the next month tick, we won't be able to. The province will be too disloyal. So what do we need to build in here? Let's just double check. We need an aqueduct, a court of law, and a granary. Okie dokie. Why don't we do that? An aqueduct, court of law, and a granary. And you know what? For good measure, why don't we delete some of these forts? In fact, I might delete a bunch of these forts now that I can. I might delete this one and this one as well. And yeah, I can delete that one, so I will. This one over here, province is too disloyal. Same with this one. So we'll just let that be for now. So I'm going to unpause it. And also, what is my leader doing? You are not doing anything. I will have you prove legitimacy, just because our stability is so low. Our legitimacy is decreasing as well. So I will have to replace a guy in here. You will do just fine. Okay, so you guys are going to move into position. Once we finish this, we will start another mission. Hopefully, we'll do another stabilize and grow mission. In the meantime, it looks like Garamantia is going to be absolutely overrun. I don't see how they're going to be able to deal with this. We are going to get a good event here. Donate. We can donate to the poor. We could do nothing. Just have this guy make a public appearance. Or we could donate to the poor, and I think I will. Get that 6 stability. That helps greatly. Our aggressive expansion kind of went up a bit last episode because we ended up in a provincial rebellion over here, and one of the provinces, or this area over here, ended up allying a nation over here. So we ended up conquering both of them. We didn't intend to, but I have no problem with that. That's fine. We do see some starving pops over here. That's concerning. We don't have a trade route, but that's because we only control one territory in this province. Do we have a claim on you guys? I don't think we do. Oh, we do have a claim on you guys. Interesting. Okay. In the meantime, I wonder if you guys would be willing. No, we improved relations with you at the end of last episode. So, oh, there we are. No, not quite. -2. It was like for a brief second there we could, but now not quite. We have to wait a couple more month ticks. We can improve their relations by another 19 points. So that should be good enough, I should think. We could even think about sending a gift to them. So why don't I just do that? Wouldn't mind just having a few more allies. We only have 3 out of 7 positions filled, so we could absolutely afford more allies. And just, secure ourselves a little bit geopolitically. So I will offer this alliance right here, and they will accept that. That's nice. And maybe we could look towards Vacantia. You guys are bordering Rome, so that's a bit of an issue. Rome is massive now. My God. Oh, I thought this was them as well. Okay, but they're still quite large. They have over 5,000 pops. Do we want to do this? I mean, if we are at war with someone and Rome declares war on these guys, then we would automatically be roped into that. So that might not be ideal. But it doesn't look... We don't really have a whole lot of other options. Pontus... Oh, Pontus is also at war with the Ptolemaic Kingdom. Interesting. So Egypt is fighting on 2 different fronts, but it does look like they are winning over here. I don't see how Garamancha is going to win this war. We can grab an oratory perk. I will go for this one, assert authority, which will grant us another 5 legitimacy. That is actually quite useful. So you are in the process of proving legitimacy, which will give us a little bit of a boost. Another good event here, a minor addendum. I will absolutely take this and grab 6 stability for the cost of 10 political influence. That is huge. So our stability is in a much better place. That should help with the provincial revolts somewhat. Carthago is still going to go off in 10 months. That's probably inevitable at this point. So you guys will just chill right there. Wait for that to happen. Maybe wait on this tile over here. So, yeah, I'm not going to switch over to harsh treatment. There's no point. That just prolongs the inevitable. Sabotage Fortress. One of our neighbors has paid saboteurs to launch a clandestine attack on one of our fortresses, but thankfully we were able to drive the sappers off before too much damage was done. Regrettably for us, we are not sure which one of our enemies caused this, but that does not matter at the moment. We have repairs to fund. I mean, our popularity is fine, I believe. So I don't really feel like spending the money, to be honest with you. Nah, this is terribly vexing. But what can be done? That's what I'm going to say. So this fortress, does it suffer any kind of permanent modifier or anything? Does not look like it. I'm not seeing anything listed. We go here. I think it seems fine. Yeah, local fort defense. It doesn't seem to be any kind of issue there. There should be actually kind of a modifier to that. That would be kind of interesting. That would make that event a little bit more interesting. We'll just turn the automatic trade routes on there. So we've got 9 months until Carthago goes off. I might spend some money and build some more grand theaters and get some more conversion going. Could just focus on in here for now. So that's not bad. We are doing quite well in terms of our economy. In fact, I might turn the fort maintenance down a little bit in some of these places and fill out a trade route here. So what do we want? We want olives. Olives might make sense by having a surplus in our capital. That increases national slave happiness by 8%. That sounds kind of useful given our present situation. And I do see that our divine sacrifice has worn off, so why don't I perform another one and get that back up so our stability isn't in total freefall. In the meantime, we are just going to sit tight, and it looks like Garamancha is in trouble here. Minus 19 for Garamancha, so I will grant them military access. Maybe that'll help them out, but probably not. So yeah, there's not much we can really do with this province right here. I don't think we can build anything like a farming settlement or anything. See, this actually produces dyes. Well, that's not bad. Is there any way I can increase that? Like if we built a slave estate? I don't think so. And the province is too disloyal anyway. Oh, it's going down majorly. 0.52 per month. What about you? You're probably going down a lot. 0.43? That's not terrible. So why can't I build a great temple in here? Oh, because we don't have the invention. Right, I totally forgot about that. So I think last time I said I was going to make a quick stop in here, get humane conduct, and buff up our Diplo reputation just a little bit. And then in terms of tech, we are going to focus on going down here. We want to get Untiring or Open Religion to get the Great Temple building. And another good event here, Untiring Devotion, we are going to get a little bit more stability thrown at us, so that's nice. The game is being nice to us right now. We're going to have to replace this guy over here with, I guess, Naravis Nakvarina, who is not terribly loyal, but he is a part of one of the scorned families. So, not ideal, but that makes him a little bit more loyal. His loyalty has now been buffed up to 58, that's fine. He will be fine in that position. So in 1 month now, Carthago is about to go off. So once it turns to September, can I get another one? Oh my god, the game is being really nice to me right now. We are up to 40 in stability, so that's huge. That is absolutely huge. So now that it is September, we should see it go off. No? Oh, I guess because we just increased our stability a bit, that helped with the population happiness. But it's still going to go off once it becomes October. Right about now, looks like the collapse of the Roxolanian tribe has splintered off. Roxolania has splintered off, and they've got a bunch of tributaries now. That's interesting. That's got nothing to do with us. Pontus looks like they are actually losing now against the Ptolemaic Kingdom. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping Egypt, being at war with two different fronts here, would have a bit of a problem, but it's not looking like it's looking like it's going to win two different wars here. That's kind of frustrating. That's how tough they are. So once it becomes October, I believe, yeah, so Carthago is now in full-on revolt. You guys will move in there, and I think we will probably raise some levies as well. You guys move along over here. Oh, I meant to go to terrain. It's just so automatic for me to go to political map mode. So hopefully we can stack wipe these guys right now, and we will. So once you guys take this, I will actually have you guys go in here and deal with this siege, and I'll have the levies just kind of stand on guard. Okay, like so. You guys come along over here. So we do have this province over here, which is likely to revolt at some point, but it's not looking as urgent right now. The game is being kind of nice to us by throwing a bunch of stability at us. Have you finished with the proof of legitimacy? You have, and our stability or our legitimacy is now on the rise, so I think I will scheme for influence instead. Popularity is not really an issue, so I don't need to worry about that. Just a little, it'd be nice if you could just survive a few years. Go to like your 65 or something. Then we can start thinking about the succession again. But if you died on us right away, that would kind of hurt, not gonna lie. So we're just going to have to take this siege right here. And then once we're done with this siege, I think I might start thinking about moving our more pops into Carthago and speeding up the assimilation of the province. Xenophobia. Okay, so we could either turn the other cheek or make this guy a rival. He is rather powerful. I mean, he's already on this list right here, so I don't think it really matters too much. I'm just going to turn the other cheek. I don't really care. I'm not going to deal with this guy. We could bribe other guys if it ends up getting a bit of a problem. No one particularly powerful is disloyal, so we no real risk of a civil war right now. We do see some barbarians raiding our provinces over here. That's a little annoying. We will have to deal with that. Maybe I'll have the levies go deal with that right now. And hopefully we can finish this siege sooner rather than later. And then after that, I wonder if it makes sense. Ooh, pomegranate harvest surplus. Incredible news from our fields. The pomegranate harvest is significantly exceeding expectations. With this surplus, we are sure to make a tidy profit should we not use the fruits ourselves. We could gain a loyalty of characters bonus, plus national noble happiness for the next 60 months, or just gain 216 gold. Let's get the... Yeah, loyalty of characters sounds kind of nice. We do have some rather disloyal people, so that could be kind of nice for now. Plus, the national noble happiness will help with our tech, which is not great, but it could always be better when you guys move along in here. In the meantime, do we have a claim on you guys? We do not. Now, do we want to go after you guys or you guys? Let's see. What is our religion looking like? 61% of our religion. So maybe it makes sense kind of finishing off this area. Well, you know what I'll do is I will actually summon the War Council, and hopefully we can get a good claim for somebody. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a claim for anyone in this area. Let's see, we could get a claim for Asinapaya. Oh, who are they? I think that's these guys over here. Don't we already have a claim on them? We do not. Interesting. And Chalcedania. You guys are in Italia? Where are you? Yeah, it says in the region of Italia. I'm not sure where you guys are. Or we could get a claim on Rome. Maybe not Rome. Well, you know what? I guess we will go for Asclepiae. That's fine. That's these little guys right in here. They are allied to these guys who we wouldn't mind going after. So maybe that's who we end up going after next. We can just really, really cut into Iberia. So we're almost done this siege here. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I did not tell you to leave. Or am I looking at the wrong sprite there? Okay, we did win that siege. So who's moving? Are you... Oh, okay, I see. It's the 500 that's moving. Pretender placated. So this lady who was a pretender for the throne seems to have, I guess, relinquished her claim. So that's nice. We don't have to worry about her anymore. We should absolutely think about taking the rest of this province. I don't see the cap. Oh, it's right over here. It's in this little territory right here. Okay, so we'll have to get our fleet, which is somewhere. It's over here. I will bump up our fleet maintenance, and you guys will come over here and unite with our mercenary stack, and we will have to send you guys over there. You guys come over here and finish off these mercenaries. Like so. We will stack wipe them and get about 18 gold in the process. That's very nice. Maybe you guys come back over here. So we just gotta wait for our fleet to arrive over here. And then we will send our troops over here. And finish this little provincial revolt. In the next 40 months, it looks like this province over here could potentially revolt. Why don't I enable automatic trade? You know, maybe we could put it on harsh treatment. That doesn't seem to do too much. What is the main reason? Tyranny is rather high. Okay. Governor corruption. He's not even particularly corrupt, so not much I can do about that right now. Why don't you guys go right there? Send you guys off over here, and we will quickly deal with this. It looks like we have finished the growth of Siga. And by doing so, that gives us a few extra characters to recruit from. This guy's actually not bad. He's got a 10 charisma. Maybe we can use him in something. We will finish this mission. And we could do this one, the Numidian Kingdom. The Numidian people must be freed from the yoke of the Carthaginians. I think we already did this. We must take advantage of our superior cavalry to go against Carthage, free our people, and unite under the Kingdom of Numidia. This mission will be considered complete once the Kingdom of Numidia has been conformed and we have established a power base in Western Mediterranean. Okay. Kind of already did that. Well, you know what? I'm going to maybe focus on the growth of Africa for now. Or you know what? I will focus on that later. Maybe off camera. I'll just take a look at that. I don't want to worry about that right now. So you guys are going to have to deal with these guys right here, these levies. They are rather tough. There was more of them than I was expecting. So we are going to have to finish them off right here. That's a rather tough fight, but we are going to win. So once we take this territory, we will win this little war here. And like so, you guys can go back onto the fleet. And I will drop you off in Carthago. And once this ticks over, then we will peace out of this war. And I'll also double check on Garamancha. I'm just curious to see what ended up happening there. We will take everything for ourselves. Like so. Okay. And yeah, not looking good for Garamancha. That's a problem. Pontus looks like it's actually fighting back. They're at least not being completely occupied. I wonder if the Ptolemaic Kingdom declared war on these guys and then Garamancha thought maybe they could go after the Ptolemaic Kingdom. That's my guess. That's my guess. I think that's probably what they were thinking. It still seems like suicide to me. I will disband our levies and get a little bit of military experience in the process. In the meantime here, I would like to maybe move some more pops into this area. So actually, why don't we go here? And we will move some pops maybe from this area here. Amazigh, Massilian. We want to get as many Massilians as possible. There's a bunch over here. Oh no, that's from this province, never mind. Maybe actually we will move some from provinces, from various provinces here, like so. And here we are, like so. And then you guys will move from this province to here. What is the name of this one? Tiberispi. Okay, definitely mispronounced that. My bad. You guys will move along over here, and then you guys will move from Uru. Where are you? There you are. And we will move you guys all into our soon-to-be capital. So we got to get this up a little bit here. Maybe I will build another commercial district in here. We actually have enough now. Okay, that's good to know. So now we just got to save up our political influence. So it's only a matter of time. Once we do that, then we can move our capital here. It just seems more appropriate to move our capital to the coastline here. I feel like in real-life cities back then, that would have been more likely to be the case, to make a capital of an empire, not one that's way off in the desert here or in the hillside. So that's nice. We are going to move our capital as soon as we can. Maybe that's how we end this episode. In the meantime, yeah, Garamancha is in a lot of trouble here. So what is it at? Minus 47 for you guys. Yeah, you guys are toast. Did I not make an alliance with you guys? I thought I was considering it, but I guess I didn't. So maybe we can improve relations with you guys. Okay, and we will have to fill out a trade route in here. Maybe I will go with grain and get a little bit extra food production going, and I will also get some fish. Like so. We could have gotten earthenware. Maybe earthenware would be a better thing, but I'll leave it. It's fine for now. In the meantime, I will go back to building great theaters. We definitely want to get those. I think I might focus on some areas in here. And like so as well over here. Get the conversion going. At some point, I wonder if it makes sense to maybe switch from this then go to supremacist stance. That might make sense, but I don't want to spend the PI right now. And I especially don't want to do it now that we still have a bunch of aggressive expansion. There's no need to do that right now. So I think once we have enough political influence, I'm going to move the capital over here, and I will probably call it an episode once we do that. Actually, I will have you go on cultural assimilation. That'll be good. What is going on? The dastardly Garamantian government has pledged military support to the vile pretender Tacfarinas Narava. Really? You would do that, eh? In the event of a civil war, they are sure to come to his aid. What a bunch of stinkers. You guys are making enemies on both fronts, and you guys got torn to pieces there. You're in now two different parts. Okay. You know, we might want to consider, maybe that's who we should go after next, actually. Since I'm sure they have a truce against Egypt. It looks like Egypt won this war. So that will be up until 540. So maybe what I will do is I will dissolve this alliance. Who are you allied to? You are allied to these guys all the way up here. Okay. Random. So that should give us a truce with them until 541. Really, our truce with them is up after the truce with Egypt. Okay, that's a little annoying. But in the meantime, I guess we will just have to wait. You guys are going to go off in about 24 months. So I guess what I will do is I will have my mercenaries actually board my fleet. And I will send you guys over to go deal with that eventually, when that does happen. Why don't you guys head over here, embark on over here, and we will have you guys deal with this. So our legitimacy is still a bit of an issue, but it's much better than what it was. And I'm probably not going to go to war until we end up going after Garamancha, which means I will completely take all of this. What is this? A question of competence. After weeks of nervous looks and smirks at court, the whispers circling the palace have finally reached the ears of the Tagulit. It seems that someone has been spreading rumors and spinning yards of her unequal profligacy and unfitness for the throne. The damage has been done. Now all look to know how the Tegelit will deal with the situation. So we're going to have a bit of a hit to our popularity, but I think it's probably fine. I said minus 15 popularity, but I don't see it going down. There is, however, a grand festival happening for the next 2 years, so at least the people are going to be much happier. If we look towards our culture happiness, that might be something that we really need to focus on, actually. That's another reason to go down the religious tree to deal with that. As far as a omen, it's probably going to be either Moneba or Bakax. I think we did Bakax last time. Maybe I think now we can maybe focus on a little bit more on making money. Why don't we do that? We can make a little bit extra money. Bountiful Harvest, I'm actually going to get a little bit of extra stability. So our stability, yeah, we've been having a ton of events just thrown at us when it comes to stability. So we are going to have you guys go there. And in a few months, when we are actually able to, in about 9 months, we will be able to make this place our home. And finally call this place our capital. And that'll deal with the loyalty issues in this province too. It is still going down, not so greatly, but it is still a bit of an issue. Malta is going down as well, but not terribly. Probably should have considered building like a grand theater in here, but didn't do it. That's okay. So it looks like this is the only province that is an issue right now, and that'll be going off in 21 months, so just under 2 years. In the meantime, I mean, there's not a whole lot else I feel like doing. But, yeah, I kind of just want to make this our capital and call it an episode. There was a way I could bump it up even further, but I think you are already influencing stakeholders, so there's not a whole lot else I can do. We just got to wait about 5 months here. What ended up happening with this other war? Okay, now Egypt is totally focused on Pontus. That's too bad. I really like seeing a big Pontus. I don't think I've ever seen Pontus do as well as it's done. And it hasn't done that well, but I like seeing a big Pontus. Maybe that could be another playthrough someday, playing as Pontus. In the meantime, we do see a massive Parthia. Holy smokes. And it looks like they've recovered their stability. So we are going to pick another oratory focus here. We're going to go with hospitality and bump up our charisma trait. Be nice if she could survive and get this one too. Yeah, and it's at some point she's probably going to pass away. I don't think we'll be able to finish this tree. She's 64 years old. She's still in very poor health. Her son has given birth. Or not her son, but her grandson. So that's not bad. So at some point, we should start thinking about educating this kid and granting him a wife at some point. That is something we are going to have to think about. So it is... Okay, so this is probably how we will end the episode. We will make this our capital. I believe. Did it do it? There we go. We will spend 80... political influence. We will make this our capital. We will make this... we will have to sign a governor in here, and it looks like we've got some rather suspect choices. I would like to hire this guy because he is generous, but holy crap, look at that. Look at that corruption. 55 corruption is absurd. This guy also has rather high corruption, though assertive is a good trait. This guy is somewhat disloyal with very high corruption. Everyone is just so corrupt. It's ridiculous. Maybe I'll go with this guy. 29 corruption. Now let's see what traits he has. Sarcastic, assertive, devout, and well connected. So why is your corruption so high? We could actually impose sanctions on him, but he will lose 20 loyalty for that. Maybe instead I will just... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with this guy. That does actually make the province a little bit disloyal now, but it'll be fine. In the meantime, I guess I will just put a cut in here for now and probably fill out this trade route. Actually, no, what I'll do is I will start investing in trade routes now. And in the next episode, I might see what's going on with this, if this is doable for me. If not, then I'll probably start this. And at some point in the future, I'm going to go after Garamantia. My alarm just went off there. Sorry about that. But I am going to put a cut in here for now. And the next episode, we will probably go after Garamantia as soon as we deal with this little provincial revolt. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.